There we go. Hi, everybody. We are having our Zoom meditation. And first, I have Ivan here, and he is going to do his beautiful light language. So take it away, Ivan. I'm going to mute.
Here era e te shiti ara o toro hota I ara heta te tu ara hai te shata to o ate shi ere e o toro huhu ari ara shota te ti ara e o toro hoto ya shi ara e o toro hutua hi hate yare e o to yoro o ata ti ara e o ara ho hata ti ara heta ti ara ro o ate sheta te e u atoa ha hi atoa tururi ara Hiare e o torohu uata, shateya iare e o to shateya, tiaroro oto iare e o hiatotoa, tuhu iata shate iero, hohaieto, iara tuhu tiaroa. That was interesting.
It was beautiful. What were you getting while you were doing it?
I was just literally pulling in source light and whatever flowed. I wasn't even putting or trying to feel or think anything. I just wanted it to be as pure as possible, and whatever needed to come forward just came forward. So
yeah, I felt that, and I think, which leads into, I think there's a lot of weird energy going on right now. I wish Marinus was here because she's our astrologer person, and she could probably speak on this. But we were talking earlier, and then most people I've talked to lately are having a really hard time with either sleeping or having their sleep disrupted. There's agitation, there's anxiety, and so I feel like I just feel like it's kind of in the atmosphere. You know what I mean?
right.
So when you were doing your light language, I felt like it was addressing that a little bit. And we're gonna address that in the meditation too. Let me see real quick before I start my meditation, because I can't do this when she'll come when I'm in my meditation. That's what she does. Okay. I thought I turned off that meeting room, and I don't know. I don't know. It's still, never mind. Anyway, Zoom problems, right? Zoom problems. So I want everyone to take a deep breath. I'm going to lead everyone to grounding and centering during this meditation. So take a deep breath, and to ground, since we're mostly going to be inside the house, if you're outside, take your shoes off. I want you to see, my goodness, what's the word in that? I want you to see roots coming out of the bottom of your feet, just etheric roots coming out of the bottom of your feet and going down into the earth. Anchor in on a rock or a crystal or the root of a tree. I wouldn't anchor on a crystal if you want to go to sleep soon, but otherwise it's a good thing. So anchor into the earth somewhere. And I have my favorite tree in the center of the earth I like to anchor to. And then to center, this is how I center. I'm in no way telling you that this is the only way to center, but to center, open your heart chakra and let the essence of you come into you. Let it fill you. And that will also go into the earth and help fill the earth with your beautiful energy too. Okay. In light of the weird energies going on right now, I want to take you all on a little journey. So we're going to go our heart chakra is open. Let's walk through in our light body through our heart chakra. And we're going to go, and where we are is, we'll say, the center of the third dimension where we're living, the center of the earth. And I want you to stand there. And as you're standing there, I want you to notice that there's a bubble around us, but we see the storm rolling all around us. The storm is just pounding in, pounding in. And that what we've been going through is we had a hole in our bubble and we let the storm in. And in order for us to help calm the storm, we need to keep our bubble full. So I want you to stand there and I want you to picture the strength of your bubble getting bigger and how the example of the strength of your bubble is going to go out and it's going to help other people to see how to stand strong in the center of the storm. And now, while we're in here, I want you to go to your favorite place and I want you to relax there in the calm of it. The past, I don't know, few days, week have been very fast energies. And I want you to think about, not to think about, to let go, to let all these things that have come into your consciousness from the fast energies, let them go off like bubbles. And notice if one of them sticks in front of you. So all these things they're moving away from you in little bubbles. And I'm sure you're going to notice one or two that just stays in front of you. And I want you to focus on that bubble and let it come into you and ask, what is it that I need to see here? And stay in that until you understand what you need to see. If you can't do it now, then later, when you're on your own in meditation or just sitting in nature or thinking, take this and work through this until you can bring that bubble back into yourself. You don't want to push away what is something that has been bothering you enough to show up and not float away, okay? So we don't push against it, we look at it, we heal it, and we bring it back into ourselves. And when you're done, I want you to observe your surroundings, whatever you surround yourself with. If there's water, I want you to stand under the water, in the water, and let the water wash you clean, reset you, so to speak, into your calm, peaceful center. You can use whatever earth or air or fire is around you. Fire is a good cleanser. And now I want you to come back to yourself. We're going to come back to the bubble we started at. We're going to move back through our heart chakras and come back to consciousness in 3, 2, 1. Did you like that?
That was fun.
It was, and you know what? It came. You know, the storm was the precursor, but I just let myself flow into these things and then just build on it because there's a lot of energy going. When a lot of energy is flying around, that it causes you to not sleep. It causes anxiety. It causes things to be brought up into your consciousness. A lot of times these are things that you have already resolved for the most part. So if you do some kind of meditation like that, where you watch the bubbles go away, but you notice the ones that don't, that makes it easier for you sometimes to focus on the actual things that you need to work on, and then just move on. And sometimes sometimes there's a lot of bubbles and you have or whatever issues, and you have to go back into a meditation like that. But different ways that are creative that help people to, because then afterwards, what did you do? You went and you cleaned it. You brought it back into yourself. You cleaned yourself free of the, the weighing down of that. And so, yeah, I think it's important.
Yeah, because when you guided into going into the waters, and literally the vision was kind of interesting. It was a water, but a fire. What I was
Perfect.
seeing. So it was literally self and a light body going into this, and just like water, obviously you rinse off and wash off, but the more I walked into it, the more of this that was just being transmuted back to, so almost, okay, it's, you were talking about all these energies around that will attach to our bodies as a film of yuckiness. So what best way to get rid of that yuckiness and allow your true brightness?
I didn't say all that, but that's okay. But I get it. I know where you're going. I get it. And that's a good thing too. Yeah.
Right. So it was literally, I was already bright. So going into it, transmuted it, coming out as a brighter being, emitting more light. That's what I'm meaning by brighter. In that sense.
I think, Ivan, what you were seeing was, because as soon as you said that about the fire and water, I saw, do you know what I mean when I say your spirit fire? Your spirit fire? Yes. Yeah. Okay. So that's what I think you're seeing. And I don't ask me, Zach. I don't know that I can explain this, because this is just something that has been in my consciousness for a while. And I think it's in all of us. I'm not special. I just don't know how to explain it. So that's what I was seeing when you said that. But does anyone else have anything to say? Because I'm going to stop recording in a minute. I don't want to make it too long. Go on.
Right. I just wanted to share that part of it, because I get a lot of visuals. So it tees off beautifully with what you said. I'm like, oh, how about them apples? So no, it's really neat, really cool for people to reflect on that and use this as a beautiful tool for themselves.
I hope they do, because this energy can kick your butt if you let it. Stand in your power, take your power, and you direct it. I love you all. Mwah. I'm going to stop nope, hold on. I almost left it. Where's the recording? Hold on. Don't laugh at me.